If you're like me, you've got a good share of books to your name, and you have to figure out where in God's name you can actually put them. So, I'm going to show you just a few little ways of extra organization for them. If you want to organize them en masse, just go by alphabetical author's last name. It's not hard. But I want to show you some of the finer details. You'll need two things for this. First, enough books that this is a problem you gotta solve. Second, somewhere to put them. I recommend bookshelves. Since they are made to hold books, I think that will work very well for you. Alright. First off, translations. They can be hard because sometimes we don't know the author's original name. Additionally, we might have multiple versions of the same translation. So what do we do with that? My recommendation is to go by the original author name, if that exists today. The Epic of Gilgamesh I'm holding here, we don't know who wrote it. So I currently go by the translator, which is, if I'm correct, which is one N.K. Sanders. I believe that's how you pronounce the name. However, if I were to have multiple versions of this, instead of organizing by the translator name, I would go by the title of the book. So the Epic, don't organize by the, it will be a nightmare. The Epic of Gilgamesh, and organize by that name, then use then alphabetically by the author, then alphabetically by the translator's names. What about comics and manga? Well, simple enough at the start. Just organize by the name of the original writer or mangaka. It seems obvious at first. Say with these are both written by Osamu Tezuka, so just organize by Tezuka. That's all fine and dandy, until you remember that a lot of mangas and comics have been going on so long, they have multiple writers. So what do you do with those? Well, I personally recommend organizing by the name and release order of the comic. You want to organize maybe not by the original name or authors, but you want to group together particularly large collections. I personally recommend organizing by the author names again, but to put the subcategory where it belongs, I listed, say, in this example, horror. So that would be listed under H, and then, again, your standard alphabetical judgment. So, I would just roll with that. Okay? Yeah. Not organized by my author. If you do release order and there's series in the author's repertoire, I would recommend going by the first entry in the series and organizing by series and either organizing by release order of the series or series name. Either one is fine, because otherwise, is it Narnia or The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe? Don't do that.